afternoon and welcome to our first presentation of De La Salle Rugby on De La Salle TV this season as the Spartans are in action against Rio Americano. We are in fact already underway a few minutes before the scheduled starting time of 3 o'clock as Rio Americano has the possession. Along with DJ Vieira, I am Pat O'Rourke. Pleased to have you with us. And DJ, Rio Americano here on the early possession.
Yeah, Sacramento is a hotbed of rugby talent right after the Bay Area, and De La Salle received the kick, knocked it on, and was immediately on defense. It looks like we just got a turnover back. Our 9, Keaton, feeding to the forwards.
And the Spartans come in ranked number 12 in the country, or 10 in the country, according to Goff Rugby Report, and Rio Americano ranked number 32 in the country after their impressive win over St. Francis last week. And DJ's JV team won just before this one by the score of 33-0.
Yes, the Spartans got a penalty, and one of our amazing Minoan twins just kicked it out, so we have a line out here. Mike, our hooker, set to throw.
Micah Moananu-Apella.
St. Francis has been our toughest local comp in the last few years, so that's a good win for this Rio Americano team.
Spartans will be playing at St. Francis next week. Sorry, DJ.
Yeah, the Raiders stole the line out. We're back on defense. Ben Glover, Caden Mangles making the tackle. Sloppy ball from the Raiders.
Rio Americano in the dark jerseys, Spartans in the white and green stripes.
Keeping it in the hands of the forwards here, several phases in a row. Our boys are tackling strong. Maybe an offsides call there. Spartans have to back up 10. Raiders have an option. If they kick to touch, which we call out of bounds, they get the line out there.
Cash Lazard with that kick, 5'9", 190-pounder, who last fall played in England for the San Diego Legion Academy.
Do they play any rugby in England, Pat? The varsity Spartans went to Ireland last spring and got shown a thing or two in 2 matches. So.
Great learning experience.
Yes, it was.
Well, I'm DJ Vieira, Pat O'Rourke with you. Pleased to have you with us here on De La Salle TV. We're about 3.5 minutes in.
Successful line out for the Raiders. They're driving the maul right now. So a pack of forwards making quite a bit of progress. Maul is slowing. They've got to use this ball. Hard to see the ball. Ref's going to have to dig that out. Giving the scrum to the Spartans, probably because they were unable to produce the ball from that maul.
Just underway, no score up to this point. Spartans last week, a couple wins down in the Fresno area, 94-7 over San Joaquin Memorial and 92-0 over the Fresno All-Stars.
Yes, that was surprisingly less tough competition than we'd like. It's a long drive to make, but it was a good learning experience.
Spartans coming off a 9-2 campaign last year.
Jimmy Rainsford with a tough run off the scrum. A little sloppy ball there by Keaton Erickson, maybe hands in from the other team. Nope, called a knock. So the Raiders get the scrum. Down about the 20. This is a good offensive position for them.
Nice day here in Concord at De La Salle High School. Steady breeze.
Raiders are splitting their backs. Could go right or left. Isaac Gomez is their 8-man. He might have a pick as well. Bryce Aboud, their 9, puts it in. There goes Gomez. Decent tackle by the Spartans, but they gained several yards. Back to the forwards again. Spartans try a poach, not releasing, penalty to the Spartans. Good defense by Luke Rechtenwald.
Rio Americano, as mentioned, win over St. Francis last week, 31-21 final over the Lancers. They jumped out big in that one, 24-0, and held on for the win.
Sione with another great kick.
Good to have Sione Manoa and Samisi Manoa back. They dealt with injuries last year.
Having the twins is a huge advantage for the Spartans. Successful line out. Rainsford taps to Keaton. Gets it to Samisi to Sione. Ball stolen. Raiders again. Raiders also have advantage. Some kind of infraction by the Spartans. Broken tackles.
That's big Noah Gomez, 260 pounds.
Nick Kostag just made the move from backs to forwards to making the tackle there. Rainsford's attempting a poach. Raiders protect it. Get it to their backs finally. Nice run by Logan Morris, their winger. He may have been taken out into touch. Line out to the Spartans.
Over 7 minutes into this one. No score. It's mainly been played in this half to this point.
Keaton, our number 9, one of the main quarterbacking positions in rugby, takes it in.
Keaton Erickson.
Samisi then feeds the ball to the backs. Pasa has a nice run. Protected by Lincoln Ainsworth. Sione with a clearing kick. This is not a penalty, and it doesn't make it to touch anyway. If that had gone out, that would have been Raiders' ball. They field it nicely. Good chase by Greg Jones. Recently came back to us from the track team. Raiders backline having a run.
Peyton Templeton.
New Spartan freshman Meech Afu, part of the tackle.
Here's Reed Knapp.
Strong run from Mr. Knapp. Spartans are on D, having to back up. Lucky knock on there. Oh, no, he dropped it backwards. Raiders keep the ball. Good stiff arm front by Gomez. Spartans are in trouble here.
Raiders trying to strike first.
Looks like a knock on. Spartans will have the put in on the scrum. Likely looking for a clearing kick here. When you're on your defensive side, inside your own 22 meters, if you kick it directly out, that is where the ball will be placed. When you're in the middle of the field, you kick it directly out, it's from where you kicked it from. So here, they're looking for a defensive kick. Puts it in. 8-man pick. That's Rainsford. Offload to Pasa in the centers. They might run a phase or two before the kick. So here's one phase. Right back to Sione for the great high kick. Does not look like it's going to make it to touch. Fielded well by Perona. Attempted poach by Keaton. Double tackle there. Ainsworth and Rechtenwald. Raiders are holding the ball well. A lot of hands in the ruck here. Ref's blowing the whistle. Either probably not releasing by the tackled player. As you go down in rugby, you have 1 second to make one strong move. That's when you're placing it back to your brothers. If the defense grabs on and holds on to it, you're not allowed to fight with them. De La Salle has the line out. Five-man line out. Raiders match the numbers. Micah to throw. Lifting in the back. Successful throw to Rainsford. Off to the back line. Twin to Pasa. Mangles slips. Spartans retain. Raiders come up hard on charge. Samisi with a nice forward run. Cleanly sets it back. Spartans run it to the pod, get it back to the backs. Meach has a breakaway. Oh, untimely pass. Well played by Logan Morris. That was a scoring opportunity.
Best chance Spartans have had this early start of the match.
Poach opportunity. No, Raiders protect it. Here on the edge. Oh, Gomez, nice run.
There's big Noah Gomez. It was started by Isaac Gomez.
Do we know if they're brothers, Pat?
I don't.
Definitely different body types.
Sam Anokian starts it for Rio.
Breakaway run by Cash Lazard. Trouble for the Spartans. It's a forward pass. We'll see if the ref caught that. Looks like he did. It'll be
Yes.
Spartan scrum down. Luckily, sure tackling by the Manone brothers back there.
So the Raiders threatening again here. About 13 minutes into this contest.
Raiders are looking very strong, maybe a little tired.
Spartans coached, of course, by Derek Holmberg in his 10th season in charge. 91-10 career record for Coach Holmberg, and Rio Americano coached by Sam Anokian. He's got Casey Curry and Darren Zimmerman assisting him.
Looks like two coaches' sons in the starting lineup.
Yes. Yeah, and the Anokian family, the dad, Sam, played at Cal. The brother of the younger Sam plays at Boise State, and the sister plays at San Diego State.
It's a family affair. That's
Yes.
impressive.
They can almost form their entire team in that family.
Spartans get the play in. Their backs are aligned. Maybe a phase or two before a clearing kick. We'll see. Greg Jones moves back to the weak side. Twins get the ball. Madge has a breakaway. Turner Madge has some good speed for the Spartans. Very sure tackle there by Perona. A little bit slow support. So Madge did not set the ball fast enough. He knew that he didn't have the support. Just kind of eats it there. Spartans should know better. When one guy has a breakaway, he needs some buddies. Kicking to touch here.
Madge on that last opportunity. Real tough player. You're not surprised he's playing rugby, because he's a guy that had no problem playing on a broken leg for the football team this year. Somehow scored a 2-point conversion on a broken leg this year.
I was there for that game.
Incredible. Of course, a lot of the players in each of these teams play for their respective football teams at Rio Americano and here at De La Salle.
There's a loose ball in the field. Raiders backlines attacking. Strong tackle. Raiders protect. Pick and go by their three-man, Sam Anokian. Abood feeds another phase. Abood to the backs. Center has a run. Strong tackle by Meach. Gomez, their 8-man. Another great run by him. Spartans have to retreat on defense. And not releasing. Another penalty to the Spartans. Strong tackling while not playing much offense. Here's an offensive go. Rainsford has a nice little rumble. Good protecting ruck. Counter rucking by the Raiders.
Is that a little early?
They didn't retreat 10 yards from the earlier penalty, so you have to retreat 10 before you can play. They went to tackle Samisi and Rainsford early, so we get a second penalty. That was likely a great decision by, I think it was Samisi, knowing they're not back. Charge right at him. Now we get the second penalty, and he chooses a kick. So it'll be Spartans line out.
Fortunately, that ball did not end up on Treat Boulevard. Almost made it there.
Yeah, that's one of the things with the aerobic game of rugby. You've got to always be retreating and coming forward. You're changing directions, you're changing speeds. You've got to have great fitness. Keaton got caught there. Number 9's in. Someone else has to service the ball. Looks like Rainsford, our 8-man. We get it to the backs. Madge has it again. Shorter run this time. Keaton quick to the ball. Gets it to Sione. Sione takes it in. Got our whole team lined up left. Sloppy ball. Samisi's on it. Perhaps offsides by the Raiders. There we see him retreating 10. Samisi kicks it to touch. Tough to see at this angle.
Midway through the first half, no scores at this point between Rio Americano, the 32nd ranked team in the country, and De La Salle, ranked number 10.
This is our deepest penetration. Looks like we're about at the 25. A couple subs in the forward pack. Angelo Collins making his first appearance. Spartans run a very complex lineup with many options, multiple jumpers. We'll see what they do here. Looks like the ball was lost. Might get a throw. Jumping in the middle with Rainsford. Well defended by the Raiders. Not straight. Raiders have a choice. They'll probably choose scrum here. Black scrum. They're likely to seek to kick it out unless they love their run game. Successful scrum for the Raiders. Get it to their backs. Shifty move by Perona, and he's in the free. Jackson has a shot. Great hustle by Madge, but he's going to take it all the way.
Seti Perona gets the Raiders on the board in the 20th minute here.
He's handled the ball well so far. Very strong run. Didn't see exactly who missed the tackle there. Somewhere in the centers for the Spartans.
You see the replay at the end of that run for Perona. And now see the conversion effort.
Yeah. So again, in rugby, for new people, you kick the conversion from where you touch it down. So he ran straight down the pipe, set it down where he wanted. Easy kick. Looks like he's also kicking the conversions.
Of course, usually you want it right as close to the middle as possible.
Mm-hmm. One of my boys tried to center a try. It would have been his first of his career, and he ran out the back of the try zone. You get nothing for that.
Good job, Rio.
So Perona will also try for the conversion here.
That's good. 7-0 lead.
So the Raiders take the 7-0 advantage over 20 minutes into the contest. Spartans, I mentioned before, 9-2 last year. They had to deal with quite a bit of injuries last year. Had a good talent that moved on to the next level. Jasper Buttles at UC Berkeley, Peter McKenna, Arizona, Lucas Platzbecker, Long Beach State, Sasha Cox, University of San Diego, and Tyler Holmberg, also at USD.
Yes, indeed. Looks like the kick was knocked on by the Spartans. It will be Raiders scrum. Spartans have played a lot of defense in the day so far. Only 13 minutes remaining in this half. It'd be nice to get a little offense going. Aboud's got the ball out cleanly. Gets it to the back line. Unclean. Calvin with the steal. Turner Madge getting double tackled, driving forward. Spartans are over it, but the ball squeaks out. Previous knock, so it'll be Spartan scrum from when their backs lost it.
Not to make excuses for De La Salle, but I imagine it's quite a bit of a step up in competition from last week to this weekend.
Yeah, you know, Fresno has a very good youth program. They play the teams around here yearly. I think this is maybe just somewhat of a down year for them, and yeah, it's a little bit of a jump. Referees chiding somebody about pushing early, ball placement. Spartans to put it in again. Ball's out. Keaton feeds Sione to Samisi. Samisi runs over a man. Successfully rucked by the Spartan backs. Gets it to a forward pod. Rainsford has a short run. Ball's out. Keaton feeds Meach. Perhaps offsides. Yes, offsides by the Raiders. You have to go through the mark where the ref has set the penalty. So Meach was going for a somewhat quick tap. Called to restart. We'll kick to touch here. Sione successfully places it out of bounds. Line out at the 15. This is a very strong scoring opportunity. Might see an offensive maul here. So they go for the line out, bring it down. The whole pack comes together, drives the defensive pack back. Attempts to score it there or have it out to the backs at the last second. Unlucky. Didn't catch it clean. Tipped it right off his mate's back. He's calling a knock rather than out of bounds, so it'll be a scrum to the Raiders. Successfully charged by Keaton. Out the back. It'll be scrum for the Raiders.
Told you the Spartans ranked 10th in the country. Coming in today, they've ranked no worse than number 3 in the national rankings in each of the last 5 seasons.
So this is a goal line dropout. So they're going to kick. It's as if there's a kickoff from their own goal line. So the Spartans line up as if they're doing a kick receive. They could just tap it and run it. they're likely to kick it, get some yardage here. Kicking it deep, center. Samisi, he's got time. He's got his brother. Sione on the run, over to Mucha. Spartans have the ball just past the 50. Raiders come up hard. Sione finds a gap. They're creeping forward. They should all be called for offside. So they need to be at the back of the ruck. Where any body of ours in the tackle, they need to be behind that. Nice run by Jackson. Luke gets it for the next phase. Keaton's waiting in. Has a pass. Micah to Sione. Looks like they knocked it on. Spartans recover. That was Ainsworth. Keaton to Micah. Mangles and Calvin are protecting with the ruck. We're getting a slow ball. That's why the defense is pressuring so quickly. That's a cleaner ball. Madge has a nice crease. Still on his feet. Their tacklers aren't rolling away cleanly. Keaton's having words with the referee. Minoan to Minoan. Is that guy coming from the side? That would be offsides, and that's a penalty. Samisi goes with a quick tap. Rainsford has a run. Not supported well. Collins comes in late. Sione almost trips. Tries a kick. Giving the choice of scrum back where the kick was, or I think he's calling knock on the receive by Perona.
Raiders have that 7-0 lead thanks to Seti Perona's on run on a try to in the 20th minute.
Spartans scrum at the 15. Another great attacking position. Last time they had a line out and they botched it. See how our scrum works. Ball squeaks out early. Keaton attempts to field it cleanly, got it to the Twins. Meach is having a run. Successfully puts it back. Rainsford down the middle, running against the backs. Foley's protecting. Micah, Rechtenwald. Oh, they go back to the left to the backs. Quick offload. Nobody has depth or pace. Calvin has a nice little run. A lot of green jerseys out here to the right. Oh, perhaps not the best time to kick. We charge it. Raiders recover. Luckily, they're looking to kick. Devin Pointis was a very nice kick all the way out to the 45. Spartan ball there.
Pointis, captain along with Sam Inokian Jr. Pointis, 5'10", 160-pounder, who was an all-league player last year for Rio Americano, also played on the football team for the Raiders.
Football, rugby pair well. Fall, spring sports. Messy line out. Keaton has it. Keaton Erickson has really come on and is doing a good job at 9 for the Spartans. Short run by Calvin. Rainsford picks it up. Spartans are looking a little out of sorts here. Good defensive pressure by the Raiders. Nice plus ball from Luke to Foley. Mangles feeds it. Good forward passing there. Young Ben Glover knocks it on. So after a knock on, the ref can offer advantage. He'll put his arm out. That means the other team that has the ball has a chance to do something special. If they don't, they always can come back to have their payment for the infraction. So they scrum to the Raiders.
Final 4 minutes of the first half.
Low scoring. Eight-man Gomez, nice drive. He's definitely one of their best offensive players. Captain Enochian with another nice run. Abood feeds the backs. Little inside run to maybe Knapp. Centers have the ball. This is Peyton Templeton. Stolen by Meach. He's on the run. Nobody behind him. Jackson's in support. Big Luke's in support. Meach is taking it all the way. What a play. Just a freshman.
That was incredible. He broke a few tackles there. I thought he was going to lose his footing a couple of times because of those attempted stops, but he somehow broke all the way through. That was amazing. Here it is.
Meach is a big boy. Strong runner.
Never mind on that replay, but the Spartans will have the conversion effort here to try to tie it at 7.
Great cutback. Able to easily center it. Should be an easy conversion for Samisi. Or, no, Sione. Raiders have played offense for most of the half. Spartans have held it for a few minutes, but it's been sloppy. That might be the wake-up call they needed.
And we are even at 7.
In rugby, the scoring team receives the kick, so Spartans stay on offense. Of course, if the Raiders kick it deep, they're able to pin us back, even though we'll have possession. It's possible the shift with Kostag to the forwards might have shifted their back line a little bit. He has played center for us for some years.
Rio Americano gets their try in the 20th minute, the Spartans in the 32nd minute. We're now even at 7.
Spartans continue to sub. Benson Porter is in. Broderick Stuck. Not cleanly received by Jackson. Refs calling it a knock-on. Almost looked like he went backwards from here. Hard to tell. The Raiders are driving. The time's going to expire, but the ref is keeping the official time for penalties and such, so likely they will finish this possession. Oh, nice cutback by their fly half, Devin Puentes. The question is, was it a tackle? Did he release the ball? If the tackle's not clean, you can continue to run with it. Ref's giving us a half penalty, so we can tap it off a foot and go. We can kick it out, but then it won't be our ball, like a full penalty. Coach Derrick is saying he wants it kicked out regardless. Great kick. Spartans are chasing. Makes its way out. And he's calling half.
So we go to halftime, even at 7. Low-scoring game, Spartans and Rio Americano. For the first half complete here at Rugby. Our first rugby broadcast here on De La Salle TV. First home match of the year for the Spartans. All even at 7. We'll take a timeout, bring it back after this. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School. Rubino Counseling Services is proud to be celebrating 25 years of treating the mental health needs of teenagers, families, and trauma victims, including first responders in our community. Rubino Counseling Services is owned and operated by De La Salle alumnus Dr. Michael Rubino and Carondelet alumni Erica and Jessica Valley. We want to thank De La Salle for their continued support, and we look forward to working with you for years to come. Remember, call Rubino Counseling Services for any mental health needs at 925-827-9876. Special rates are available for De La Salle and Carondelet families.
At BMW Concord, we want to exceed your expectations in every way possible. From our newly reimagined showroom, customer lounge, and service drive to our amazing selection of new BMWs, this is next level luxury. Choose from an exceptional lineup of new BMW electrics, the i4, iX, i5, and i7, our stunning SUVs like the X1, X3, X5, and X7, or our performance BMW M car lineup. More than that, BMW Concord is proud to be a good neighbor in the community and a strong supporter of the De La Salle High School athletic program.
Is your home too hot or too cold? Call Carlos Insulation Incorporated. We specialize in fast, affordable insulation that keeps you comfortable year-round.
Call 925-207-9469 or visit carlosinsulation.com. Comfort starts here. California license number 1013211.
There's a lifetime of beautiful outdoor living waiting for you at Dolan's. It's fiber-on decking for easy, carefree living. Why choose this durable composite? There's an amazing choice of colors. The rich look of multi-chromatic exotic hardwood. It resists splintering, rotting, and cracking with really low maintenance. See the colors and learn more at dolanlumber.com. See the real fiber-on at Dolan's Home Improvement Centers.
Mello's Italian Table offers a lively and friendly atmosphere from its prime location at 1360 Locust Street in the heart of Walnut Creek. We invite you to enjoy our full bar and an exciting menu of delicious pizzas, pastas, salads, and more. While you're here, be sure to try our local favorites like the Luca Pizza and the spicy vodka rigatoni. Join us for an unforgettable dining experience that will keep you coming back for more.
Along with DJ Vieira, Pat O'Rourke with you. Pleased to have you with us. Owen Owens Field at De La Salle High School. The Spartans and Rio Americano Raiders going at it. And it is 7-7. After the first half of action, it was Rio Americano who got started with a long try by Seti Perona. He also had the conversion to make it 7-0. That was in the 20th minute. Spartans, 12 minutes later, respond with Siomisi Afu and his terrific long run for a try, and then it was Manoa who got the conversion after to make it 7-7, and that's where we stand right now. Spartans may be a little lucky not that Rio Americano did not score before the end of the half.
Very strong first half for Rio Americano. They played in the offensive half for most of the period, and yeah, their fly half Devin Pointis almost scored right then.
DJ's got to go, and you've got an issue with the clock here, so DJ's going to try to help out with that as we try to get the second half started, already ready to go for this second half with a 5-minute halftime break. As Manoa starts it and kicks it. And Rio Americano kicks it back towards the Spartans. And here's Manoa.
Quick throw in there. Didn't even wait for a line out. Spartans are rumbling. Caden Mangles. Staglioa protecting, maybe not releasing by Mangles. Penalty to the Raiders. They'll likely kick to touch here.
Clock getting reset right now, and as you see on your screen.
Kick does not reach touch. Sione's kicking it back. Nobody's there. Great roll. Foley on the chase. Perona hits the deck. Makes a man miss. Low slicing kick. Great pressure by Seti. And ultimately, Spartans are in the attacking half. Enochian is getting an early launch and could be called for offsides almost every time. And I think he just did. Spartans will kick to touch. Sure-footed Sione with the ball. Stays in. And out the back. That is unfortunate. They can get the ball either center scrum or from where he kicked it from. So maybe a scrum from where he kicked it from. Looks like the Spartans have the same starting back line. They are still making subs in their pack, and they've stolen the scrum. Keaton Erickson feeding it to Sione, to Meach, to Samisi. Him and Greg have a run on the edge. Keeps it. Quick offload. Greg doesn't handle it well. Almost. Be a Raiders line out on the 10. It's a tough decision whether you make a pass or you just go to ground and hope for another phase. So Spartans have...
And you got to make that decision quickly.
You do. Spartans have sort of mishandled those edge runs so far this game. Nicely defended there by Rainsford. They get it down. Raiders have the ball for a kick. Ugly kick directly out, but they're inside the 22, so it'll be Spartan ball from about the 24. A couple subs here. Mangles back in for Broderick. Luke and Ben lift Rainsford. Ball's cleanly out. Samisi has a run, sets it back. Erickson to Sione, knocked on by Mangles. Sloppy. Mangles is a former basketball player. He's pretty nice in the open field. Maybe he was running before he had it cleanly caught.
Caden Mangles. Spartans, of course, in the green and white, and Rio Americano in the black. Along with DJ Vieira, Pat O'Rourke with you here on De La Salle TV.
Rio Americano's uniforms elicit a little of the New Zealand All Blacks.
Yes, that's
the New York Yankees of international rugby. Penalty on the Spartans. There was a big hit there. Raiders to kick to touch. Ball gets out of bounds. Raiders line out up to 44. Spartans really did graduate a lot of players. Buttles was our jumper for years, and he stole many an opposing line out. So
that's why he's at Cal right now.
We're feeling our way. New positions, new leadership. They have been successfully mauling. And I think our pack might be heavier and bigger. This is a well-coached Rio Americano team. Look like Enochian with a tough run there. Feed it. Pointes. Oh, Pointes in his center collide. Couldn't see if Capelle or Meach made that kick. Great play. Corona with a great counter, and he's on the move. Madge is there. Might take him out. Ref says he didn't go out, but his attempted offload rolls out. Spartans will have the ball on the 10, inside the 10.
So opportunity for the home team to get their first lead of the afternoon.
Doesn't come better than the line out on the 10. Spartans likely would like to maul this. Now, the Rio Raiders have done so well with their mauls. God, they defended so well. Micah has recovered it. We're now on the 20. Big Ben Glover services the ball to Luke Rechtenwald. Strongest man on the team. Drives forward. Get it to our backs. Meach has some space. Another hard run from Meach. Spartans protect. Keaton's there to service the ball. Foley with a short run. Thinks he scores a try, and he has.
Tyler Foley gets the try to put the Spartans in front for the first time today.
Tyler Foley is a very hard-working guy. Hoping to go to a service academy next year.
He was the special teams player of the year for the Spartan football team.
Special teams is often all effort, and he brings it.
Get a look at Foley getting the conversion there, or the try there. Now the conversion effort from Siomisiafu, or is that Manoa?
No, that's Manoa.
Manoa, okay. Get them switched around. Sione?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I believe that's Samisi.
Okay. I had a 50% chance.
They
and
may
I
have
still missed.
switched jerseys around there on us. But yeah, Samisi's got the longest hair right now. I cannot tell any twins apart, and these twins, even though I see them every day,
Yeah.
still
Nicest
still
kids.
stump me. Yeah. So that was all sparked by Devin Pointes and I believe it was Peyton Templeton crashing into each other. And then one of the Spartan centers, either Capelli Eli Pasa or Meach Afu, promptly kicking it and gaining us about 60 yards. It took a few phases, but the Spartan pressure ends up getting us a try.
Go, boys!
We're expecting him to kick left. Glover's ready to lift Calvin. You can't be hit while you're in the air. So if you're up to receive, they have to wait for you to land to tackle you. Samisi to Sione, to Rainsford, to Micah, to Pasa. Knocked by one of the Raiders. Quickly picked up by Lincoln Ainsworth. Feeding Sione. Timely kick, but Perona's there. One of their best players. Takes away a bit of our kicking strength. Ooh, is that directly out? So that looked directly out. If it was, it should be Spartan ball from where he kicked it from. Very close, because if it bounced out, it was out by about an inch. If that lands in and rolls out, then the ball is where it went out of bounds.
Okay.
Very, very lucky for the Spartans there. That's a 45-yard swing.
DJ does a great job explaining the rules for those of us that are not as knowledgeable about rugby as the team players and coaches on the field.
I know how American fans would love this. It just seems so foreign. So if you can get a few of the basics down, it helps you to enjoy the game. Oh, LA, slight knock on. It's been that kind of day for the Spartans. As long as they keep playing strong defense.
The only try for the Raiders came in the 20th minute from Seti Perona.
Raiders are splitting their back line, so Madge comes over here to join Jones. Gomez, their tough 80, had a bunch of runs in the first half. There's another 10-yard run. Nice counter ruck by Sione and Rainsford. Raiders still hang on to it. It's a little sloppy in that ruck there. Abood feeds it to a forward, gets it out to their backs. Great tackle by Afu there. Raiders still maintain the ball. Spartans putting on the pressure. I think that was big Noah Gomez having a run. Another Captain Enochian, strong run. Spartans might have been a shade offside. That should be a kicked ball there. Oh. Can't decide, you want to grab it or kick it. We'll play the knock on from the Raiders. Both Calvin and Tyler were a little unsure what they wanted to do with that. The surest way is just fall on it. If you can scoop it or kick it, then you have more of an offensive chance. Erickson puts it in. Secure scrum by the Spartans. Samisi tried a little grubber, somehow ends up in his twin's hand. Back to Samisi, great offload, good defense by Cash Lazard. Spoiling Mangel's chance, some kind of penalty there, missed the symbol. Rainsford is tackled tough, but maybe they weren't back 10. Gives them another penalty, we go quick again, they're still not retreating 10. Often a referee will require you to slow down on the second penalty. So now they're back, and it looks like maybe they're going for points here. The ref is having a chiding word. I think he didn't like Afu going twice there, quick. Nope, kicking a touch. I don't think Derek chooses points very often. That definitely is a makeable kick.
Spartans up 7. It was 7-7 at the half until Tyler Foley got the go-ahead try.
Much like in football, you know, if you can get up a second score, even if it's only a kick, which would be worth 3, just like in football, that means you're a whole possession up. Madge with an inside feed to Sione. Sione just trucks his defender. That was Perona, their nice fullback. Is that Luke? Luke for the try. When Luke runs low, there's not much going to stop him.
Luke Rechtenwald gets the Spartans' 3rd try of the day, and now they have that 2-score lead after trailing 7-0. That's 19 unanswered. Here's the replay.
Erickson to Rechtenwald, stays low, drives his legs. That's a big boy coming through.
And now a chance to make it 21-7 in favor of the Spartans.
Samisi's as sure-footed as his brother.
So Spartans have responded well after a slow start. They didn't score until the 32nd minute of this one. Now have a 21-7 lead as we play in the 49th minute.
I don't know if somebody coached and trained the Minoans, but one of them is our drop kick specialist and also punts to go to touch. The other one is the place kicking specialist. So
okay.
Sione is kicking to touch on all the penalties, drop kick for the beginning of the game. Samisi is the conversion guy.
Okay.
Pretty nice to have your twin brother compliment you that way.
Samisi perfect 3 for 3 today.
Towering kick from the Raiders. Successful lift by Collins, lifting Calvin up. Fields it cleanly. Ball to Rainsford, little bobble, gets to ground. Oh, not releasing. Support was maybe a half step late. Good defense by the Raiders. Abood says he wants to kick for points. Looking to the sideline. The sideline says kick to touch. So their coach wants 7 instead of 3.
Sam Enochian, the head coach who played at Cal, and his son is one of the captains on the team along with Devin Pointes for Rio Americano, a program that has always been respected but really coming on strong.
Yeah, a lot of these boys I hear play for Granite Bay, which is the best club up there. The Spartans narrowly beat them in a championship game my first or second year here. Literal kick in the last seconds. Great maul. They are a very strong mauling team. Clearly the Spartans are going to have to work on maul defense. Inward run from their outside center, slips.
Levi Bright. And hopefully he's all right.
Spartans stole the ball somehow. And he slipped his positioning, was probably with the ball towards us, and he poached it. Oh, Jackson almost had it. And the dangerous Perona still alive. Nice play by Jackson and Madge there. And Michoff steals the ball somehow.
No stop play because Levi Bright is down on the field.
That might have been his first touch. They've run a few plays with a crash ball and an inward breaking line from one of the backs, but they mostly were working outside. This time they gave it to him, and he had a scoring opportunity, just slipped.
Looked like he was about trying to. He was going to make a move to the towards for the try, but then he saw, I think it was Samisi Manoa in front of him, and kind of lost his footing there because obviously you don't want to take a huge shot there, and hopefully he's all right. Hopefully nothing too serious happened.
Yeah, could be. You know, you think you can cut and make it around them. Sometimes it's just wiser to get low, even if you don't make any forward progress, you retain the ball. Who knows why he slipped, but in that slip, he wasn't able to put it back to his mates. Hopefully he's all right.
Spartans up 21-7 midway through the second half. It was Rio Americano who scored first in the 20th minute to take a 7-0 lead. And Siumisi Afu got the try for the Spartans. Their only try of the first half.
A deep try.
Yes.
60 plus yards maybe. True rugby purists would be upset that I'm not using meters, but we are on a football field.
Yes.
It's just too natural and easy.
66 yards, gotta be what, maybe 50 something meters, maybe?
Probably 55 or so. Perona again with the run. Madge battles him down to the ground. Abood servicing. Enochian, well tackled there by Collins. Foley into aid. Their prop Gomez, the short run. Rectum Wall's rolling away. Recycling our defense. They've made it all the way to the opposite side of the field with very little gain. That's good defense. Tough tackle by Micah. Caden setting our defensive line, charging up. Templeton has a brief gain. We call that the channel there when you're near the sideline. Now they're bringing it back to the center. That's a good move by them. Their backs are nice and steep. 10 has a little kick. Samisi fields it cleanly. Not many teams are going to win the kicking game against our Manoan twins. Luke with the strong run, puts it back. Keaton knocks it on. Either diving over or offsides there by the Raiders in the previous tackle. Spartans have the penalty. Kicks to touch, gains Finds a nice 25 or 30. All right, Benson Porter to throw it in. Mike is getting a short rest.
Porter just checking in for the Spartans. Final 15 minutes of action.
Longer throw to Rainsford. Bobbled by Keaton. Intentionally knocked by number 5. That could be a yellow card.
Micah Eves knocking that one for Rio Americano.
So you can charge a kick and bat it with anything. That's legal always. Even if you were trying to intercept a pass, if you hit that forward, they're going to consider that an intentional move. It's a penalty and potentially even a yellow card. So they would have to play man down. I think he's going to warn him here. Yeah. So penalty to the Spartans. Explain the rule. It was a good defensive play. I think it was just bad timing that he accidentally did that. If he just tries for the tackle, that's probably a more successful defensive play there.
He knows how to play defense. He was a defensive player of the year in football in his league.
And they are successfully defending our lineouts.
Yes. Taken away there was Ronan Curry.
Prop Gomez has a nice feed to Lazard, their hooker. Finally tackled by Madge. Enochian on the move, feeds it to their fly half. Nice offload to Templeton. Ball squirts out. Diving over. Somebody's playing off their feet in the ruck. Raiders have a penalty. This near the sideline, if you kick to touch, you're not going to get much. Gets about 10 yards. Ben Glover coming back in. Angelo Collins taking a seat.
Rio Americano has been scoreless since that 20th minute, that first try of the game from Seti Perona.
Their most successful play, Pat, has been the maul. That's generally what you do off of line out here, and they go right to it. The throw wasn't straight. Their coach is complaining that we jumped early to defend it. Not having played much forward, I don't know all the technicalities. Their part of the game is so technical and challenging. It's like when people say offensive linemen are the smartest football players, I mean, forwards really have a lot to contend with. So this is what we call zero ball, where you're just picking it up, but there's a second or a third man right there on your backside driving you forward. Tough defense here. You gotta get very low. The boot feeds Enochian. Big run. Nice tackle by Ben Glover. Bit of a high pass. Risky for the receiver. And we take him out of bounds. Maybe Spartans line out. Nope. Penalty. Perhaps illegal tackle. We kind of slung him out of bounds. You got to tackle cleanly. Can't be high. You have to wrap. You're not allowed to sling somebody down. This lineout's about the 5. This is their best position in a long time. Clock's not on their side, but there's certainly enough time if they punch it in. Another maul. Right down to the goal line. Even if they get in, they have to successfully touch it down. Defenders, it's hard to see who has the ball in a maul. Looks like it has gone to the ground. Held up. No try, even if they're in the zone. Spartans will have the ball. Goal line drops. This is that kickoff situation again from the goal line. We could tap and just run with ball in hand. Likely we'll have, looks like Samisi kicking. Ref is explaining the held up call to Their 8-man Gomez. Offensive kick to Greg Jones. Doesn't quite get it. Logan Morris fields it well. Raiders are on the march again. Enochian finds a gap. He's going to score it. Touches it down for the try.
So Sam Enochian Jr., one of the captains for Rio Americano, gets their second try of the day.
Nice move. He's a good athlete for a big boy. Spartans left a crease in their defense.
Here's the replay. See, he saw an opening there.
When I'm recruiting guys to come join the rugby club here on campus, I try and find those athletic linemen and say, hey, you get to score touchdowns in our game.
Yeah, that's right.
Come
You
play
get to
for
touch
me.
the ball.
You don't want to throw a shot. Come play for me. Somebody taught Enochian that young.
Perona made his only other conversion today.
That one was dead center after his own try. This one's just outside the hash on the right side. Critical make since the Spartans are perfect on theirs. Well struck.
And just like that, the Raiders within 7. Still some time left in this one. Our clock isn't exactly right that's hit here, but it's, you got to figure, I mean, if there's less time, there's about maybe 7.5 minutes left.
Yeah, the ref will keep the official time as always. That's more for the fans. See, the Spartans may try and kick short and put pressure on and even steal this kick, or they may kick it deep and try and just make them march the whole way. So easy drop kicks in. Calvin had a chance to steal that. Kicked back. Greg Jones has time. Goes out. Really could have done a quick throw in. Samisi said, don't do it. Then they changed their mind. And he rumbles for 10. Clean ball. We got numbers here. Meach. Another great run by the young freshman. Big Luke. Makes positive yardage. Sione's alone.
Wow.
They'd love to get him down and try and poach. Spartans recover with the protecting ruck. Samisi puts it to the foot. Great chase by Jackson. Catches it on the fly. Jackson is a tough runner, and he scores it in the corner. Touch judge is saying he stepped out. Tough. Hard for the ref to see there. He's supposed to trust his man. That is definitely a Rio Americano JV player doing the touch. Not that that would influence him.
Here it is.
So we're playing the yellow line today. He's clearly in. Plants back out. No, he never goes near that line. They just stole a try from Jackson. Micah almost steals the line out. Gonna call a knock on somebody. Scrum to the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know if he was judging by that white line that's in front of the official yellow line, or.
Yeah, just probably a young, inexperienced guy. What we say in basketball after that, ball don't lie. So
Yeah.
If the Spartans steal this away here, we'll know Jackson earned that try. Perona, nice kick. So-so kick. So yeah, so part of our discombobulation, Greg fielded that quickly. We did the quick line out, but we didn't. So, you know, and again, Greg has played and he's a nice player. He's new to the starting lineup because he was running track the last several years. When all that's gelled together, we may do a quick line out and be scoring a try right now.
Okay.
Successful line out, not straight. One of my favorite players, but sometimes a hothead, Ben Glover, gives his mate a good shove. Something was wrong with our lifting there. So scrum to the Raiders. As the clock ticks down, you know, strategically you'd often kick here, but they might have to run. Really strong run by Joeli Karabaki, one of their prominent subs. Spartans defense is retreating, launching up. Abu to Enochian, tackled for a loss. Abu to Reed Knapp, another loss. Pointus to Joeli. Gonna reverse field here. Back to their front row, Gomez. Positive run by him. It's quite a load, that guy. Little switch play, Templeton from Pointus. Not rolling away, perhaps. Micah looks hurt.
Micah Moananu-Apella on his back. And they'll stop the clock.
Micah's older brother Kai played for us, also a stud athlete. He's playing for Arizona currently, along with 4 or 5 other Spartans.
Yeah, that's right. There are a lot of guys at Arizona.
No coincidence, as their team gets better, they've got several of our guys playing for them.
Looks like he's all right, stays in there.
Good to see. It's like Lincoln Ainsworth is maybe not coming back on. Oh, Micah is fine. He's back on the field. So Raiders kick the touch. It'll be their line out, about the 36, 37. Another successful line out right into a maul. They clearly practice that quite a bit. Gain positive yardage out to Enochian, to Pointus, Perona. Perona makes Madge miss. Madge successfully tackles him. Tough offload. Greg Jones versus Logan Morris. Abood out to his forwards. Enochian with a tough run. Spartan defense is aligned. Short offloads to Ronan Curry. One of his few runs. Gomez on the edge, gets it to his winger. I think that's Michael Smith. Raiders are threatening here.
Still got a few minutes left. Again, the official time being kept on the field. Could be less time than what we have right here.
Spartans need to toughen their D. One nice steal would be perhaps enough. Again, they're going with this zero ball, pick and go, forwards partnering up, supporting each other. The defense must stay behind until the ball is lifted. So they're leaving it on the ground, they're setting up their positioning, and then as they pick it up, both sides charge. Down inside the 10 now.
Raiders desperately looking to draw even.
Finally come out to the backs. Joelle has a run. Poach attempt. Maybe holding on to it. That's a penalty. Meach had him just by the ankle, and Kostad came in for the poach. Great defense. That's exactly what we needed. Played out perfectly. Now we take our time.
Spartan defense strong today, and they come up in a big moment here in the final minutes, maybe final seconds.
Looks like Sione has given way to Samisi for our kick-to-touch duties. Spartan line out. About the 31. Probably just a minute or two of penalty time left. Spartans just want to run the ball out here. Raiders don't really defend the line out. Lazard comes in with a clean interception on Keaton's pass. He was not aware. I saw him making a break. The coach in me wanted to yell to Keaton. Forward pass. Oh, just ever slightly. That's tough. Good break for the Spartans. So our clock, which we thought was behind the game, the ref's clock, is now at 0. We're likely in penalty time here, so very little left. Potentially all the Spartans need to do is kick it out of bounds, and that, if it really was past time, would end the game. The captain could ask the ref how much time the ref has left. Possible half penalty here on pushing early, not binding properly. Ref is sorting it out.
So 7-7 score at the half. Spartans went up 21-7, now 21-14.
Raiders really had their chances in that first half, just did not put up enough points. Spartans played desperate D. Raiders steal the scrum. Calvin makes a diving attempt, and Madge is going to break it all the way. Knowing the game is over, he kicks it out, ends the game.
Turner Madge seals it for the Spartans. A nice win over Rio Americano as the 10th ranked team in the country. De La Salle defeats the 32nd ranked team, the Raiders, and you see Madge closing it out here.
I think he was tired, otherwise he might have taken that all the way. He had Greg Jones coming on his outside.
I was wondering, is that just a good unselfish play? Because I was wondering why.
I'm thinking in the scrum, they found out that the time is essentially done.
Okay.
And so with the time expired, he just kicked it out.
All right, well, the Spartans get the win. They go to 3-0 on the year, and they have a big one at St. Francis next week against a team that Rio Americano defeated last week. Spartans then home against the B-side, home against Bellarmine, and then home against, or will be going up against Cathedral Catholic. I believe they'll be in Orinda. Cathedral Catholic, that's going to be another real tough one. They're ranked higher than the Spartans, 8th in the country. And we'll be back here on De La Salle TV for the matchup with St. Ignatius on February 21st, which will be Senior Day, so it'll be fun to do that one again with DJ here. But a nice win. I know the Spartans are a lot of room for improvement, especially when you're early on in the season. You're going to have that. I don't think they're going to be completely happy with the effort today, but I mean, as far as the getting the job done against a good side like Rio Americano, you can't be displeased about that.
Tough D from the Spartans all night long. I mean, Rio was on offense quite a bit. They played very cleanly. We had some sloppiness with our passes and knock-ons and such, but it's something to learn from. A physical, strong team like that was clearly well coached. Their maul was a thing of beauty. You know, if you can defend that all day, it's a job well done. But yeah, a lot of room for growth, a lot of things to work on. Spartans will need to. Yeah, Cathedral Catholic's going to be a tough test.
Thanks to DJ Vieira for helping me out once again in the broadcast. I'll be looking forward to working with him again next month on February 21st, the Spartans against St. Ignatius. Thanks to our director and cameraman, Tim Banks. I'm Pat O'Rourke signing off from Owen Owens Field. The Spartans defeats Rio Americano by the 21-14 final today. You've been watching on De La Salle TV.